Rookies use S-Corps for placing children on payroll. That's why we don't do that. I would rather set up an LLC management company, place the children on payroll through that LLC, have that S-Corp, pay the LLC a management fee, and then I'll pay the children out through that LLC. That way I don't have to pay payroll taxes and the children don't have to file a tax return. This is how you do it without causing tax.
Yeah, it's so easy. All you have to do is set up a separate LLC without actually discussing what the principle is. So here's what it is. If you're a sole proprietor and you pay your kids, so a parent pays their child, then they don't have to do all the withholding and the employment taxes. Now, if you are an S-Corp or a C-Corp, you do. And so a lot of times when parents own an S-Corp or a C-Corp, they want to have their kids on payroll. They say, boy, I'd rather not have to go through all the rigmarole and have total withholding, because the kids, usually we're paying them less than the standard deduction, which means they have no tax, which means you don't have to do all that withholding and you don't have the employment taxes. So you try to avoid that. So what you do is you have one of the parents have a separate company, and he called it a management company because that's kind of default, but you could have it do something that that parent is doing, but they actually have to perform services, and then that parent's organization, that LLC has to be a partnership or a sole proprietorship, and it pays the children and gets the money out of that entity. Otherwise, it's just flowing onto the tax bracket of the parent, and it's subject to the self-employment tax, which we don't want. So for actually knowing how to do this, you need to work with an accountant. You don't want to listen to some guy on the internet just saying how easy it is. You want to work with somebody who actually says, here's what we have to make the case for so that, yes, we can avoid having to do certain types of employment taxes or things like that on the kids.